What's up, guys? Some of you may remember I worked on this truck last year. I put a fender on it, we blended in the door, we replaced the cowl hood and lowered it, C-notched it, lowered it. This fellow YouTuber that owns this truck, he put these wheels on. Look amazing. But there's one thing. He bought it already LS-swapped. And about a month after he got it back, it caught on fire. As you can see, burnt the new cowl hood. Fresh paint burnt the firewall. As you can see under the hood, whoever did this LS swap, it must have been a raccoon with a soldering iron and whatever. It may have been Dalton from Pole Barn Garage, because, well, he couldn't have done that because he hates lowered trucks and LS's. I can already hear him in the background yelling, "Put a 350 in a quadra-junk, be a man." Nope, we love our LS's and lowered trucks. So one other problem we must address is these wheels. There's about this much clearance between the tubs and the wheels, so the wheels rub, burning up tires, so we can't have that. We're gonna go ahead in this episode and put slosh tubs in it, so follow along. And we got to take off the whole entire front end, pull the motor out just to spray this firewall. But it's going to be worth it because we're going to clean up all this under the hood. It'll all look beautiful, so it'll be ready for car show season. Let's go. And even later, this YouTuber will come and he'll help, and you'll meet him later on in the video if you don't already know him. So let's get started. We'll go ahead and pull it in and all right, so you just missed that. So Anthony had to hurry to work early, so I barely had time to get him to help me pull the hood. I needed help pulling the hood, but he did it. It happened really fast, so I didn't get it recorded, but here, I'll bring you back in a second and I'll show you what this looks like with the hood off. You'll be able to see it better. All right, as you can see that the truck, it used to be a red truck, and somebody's already painted this firewall partially. This LS swap was done when he got it, so, but it's kind of a disaster, so we really need to clean this up. But this motor has got to come out, so that's going to be, we're going to start ripping off the sheet metal. We got to take the fenders off and the front bumper, the radiator support. All that has to come out just to be able to spray this firewall. So I'll go ahead and get started and we'll start tearing apart the sheet metal. I'll take off the sheet metal, the fenders, and the front bumper and start disassembling. So follow along. What size are the bumper bolts? I'm gonna guess a 15. It's probably bigger than that. Probably way bigger than that. Well, it depends on how I want to take it off, I guess. I don't know. May have to reassess this, put it on jack stands, because right now it's too low. So let me go ahead and put it on jack stands. And I would put it on the lift, but actually when you pull a motor, when it's on the lift, it's actually more distracting. You have stuff in your way. It makes it a little bit harder. So we're going to do it the old school way. We're going to do it on the floor like everybody else would. Maybe you would have to do this at home. Maybe you don't have a lift, but lifts can be good and they can be a pain sometimes. So I'm glad to have one, but right now we're going to do it on the floor like everybody else would have to. So let's get started. All right, before I forget the hood bolts, I go ahead and put everything in a Ziploc bag and mark it hood. I will do that with everything so stuff don't get lost. You can keep track of it. You'll know what goes where later, even though most of this stuff is all the same. All these bolts are the same that's going to be on the wheel liner, but it doesn't matter because then we know how many goes to each area. So it helps keep track of everything, keeps it all organized. Like I'll mark the hood, then I'll do like the passenger fender. It'll all be bagged up, so it'll be easy to go back together, because it's easy for a lot of people to get lost in this. So don't make it hard. It's simple. All right, so let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and jack it up, and we'll put jack stands under it. Remember, safety is always first. Make sure if you jack anything up, you're going to use jack stands to be safe. All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Let me know, what do you guys think of these wheels? I think they're pretty sweet. They were better than the wheels that were on it before. Man, I think they make the truck look so much better, more update, more modernized. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Of course, we got some serious tire wear here. Look at that. Ouchie, poked me. Yeah, it's got belt showing. That's not good. I'll show you up in here how much it's rubbed. It's rubbed pretty bad. Rub's even there. So we got to address that. We'll fix that. But right now we got up in the air so I can get the bumper off. Let's get the other wheel off. Does anybody know the reason why GM is the only one with the side post battery? Or is GM the only one? I feel like GM's the only one that has a side post battery. Everybody else uses a top post. Does anybody know why? Let me know down in the comments. Because I don't know why. But all I drive is GM, so it doesn't seem weird to me. But then Ford people are like, why are you the only ones that have side posts? I thought everybody had side posts. I don't know. Let me know if you know down in the comments. All right, we removed the battery for safety just so all this did not spontaneous combust like it did before. I don't think that's really going to happen again, but we have to unhook it for safety reasons. Plus, now we're going to start removing everything from the inside here along this fender, like all these brackets, these relays. All that has to be removed before you attempt to take off the fender. Some people forget and get the fender unbolted and then realize they got to do that. Now you got a fender dangling. We are not repainting the fenders. We're only doing the hood and the firewall. So let's try not to mess this up so we don't have to redo it. So be careful with the painted stuff. I want to ask you something. Anybody that's over the age of 40, do you set a battery on the concrete? Because I remember they used to always say never set a battery on the concrete because it would drain it. I've actually never had that happen. I'm pretty sure there's somewhere a video that they busted that myth that it's not true, but every time it makes me think, and I'm like, why? Why do I do that? Every single time I think about it, and it's like, it don't matter. Just put it on the freaking ground. Do you think this washer bottle is going to piss on me when I unhook it? I bet it does. It's kind of full. That's a long bolt. That is taking way too long. Okay, no, we can tip it back like this. And then pull the rubber off. Unhook the wire. And we didn't even make a mess. Let's go. Huh. All right. That's down. Do we have such a freaking mess? Oh, I actually did get a little bit. It came out of the hose. I got this sucker unbolted. And of course, it's got a wiring harness stuck to it. Of course it does. That's okay. A little quick snip. Just a little quick snip. And that's done. This gives me anxiety. There's like so much going on. We'll go get some tape and a permanent marker, and we'll start marking some of this, because some of this I'm going to have to cut off. Yeah. This is almost overwhelming, but how do you eat an elephant? Well, one bite at a time, so a little bit at a time, it'll all work out. All right, so we need to remove the grill. First, you got to do the headlight buckets. You got Torx there, there, and there. So you got 4. We'll take those out first, and then if I remember right, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts across for this grill, and there should be a bolt on each corner back in here. All right, let's go ahead and do that. It's still draining. Once I turned the camera on, it kind of stopped. Oh my gosh. All right, we're at the point now of removing the bumper. So what we got here is 2 bolts here. One here, they're 15s, and that'll remove the side piece. And then we got one here, and here, and that'll be the front bracket. So the side bracket and the front bracket, and then the whole bumper should come off with the brackets. So that's how I'm going to do it. Let's get going. Now these are 19s. I only put these in like a year ago, so they actually come out. Oh, I hate that when that starts to go and then it stops once you start by hand. Oh. If I did that right, it should be free. I say that and it's already hung up. Easy. Easy. Guess now I gotta get this off. Well, you're almost forgetting. Gotta pick up your bolts and bag them and mark them so we don't lose them. All the washers. There's one of luck. Boom. Don't forget to mark it. Bumper. I'm going to start with all the bolts in the wheel well first, because for you they would be the hardest. For me, mine have been out. Bigger one here. Oh, come on. It's like an odd one. Huh. Don't forget to bag your stuff up. And label it. I think it's all on that wheel well. I think it's left is the fender bolts. They're holding the fender on. Oh, there's one back here. Almost forgot that one. I think that might be it for the wheel liner. Or the tub, whatever you want to call it. Oh no. I dropped the ratchet. And then you got the... You're supposed to... Three in here. That one don't look good. Looks like it's spinning. I bet I can put a pair of ice strips on the back of that, hopefully, because it spun the little nut zert thing on the back. We'll give that a try. don't really want to cut it off. It's kind of a pain to cut them off. It's kind of just a pain in general. You almost fell. Alright, if your fender, this is the shim that was in the bottom, I'm going to tape and I'm going to mark this because you need to put this shim back how it is. It will solve a lot of your problems when you go putting it back together. There's shims on OBS's that come always has different ones up here. And if you need to mark those and make sure you put them back, and it'll be a lot easier to line up your fender instead of fighting it if you make sure you put all the shims back exactly where they all were. There's going to be a bolt at the bottom, one at the top, one there, one there. Why is that like barely fit? If it's going to barely fit, we're going to do it right now. Be careful, because you don't want to nick your edge of your fender or the door. And I think that might have been my last one. I hope. Oh yeah. Unless something weird happens, you'll get to witness it. I don't know. See the stack of shims. I need to label these and make sure these go back to this top. And this fender will align back up pretty simple. I mean, you'll have to move it a little, but this will help solve a lot of your problems if you mark your shims. Even in the factory, they put shims. Uh-huh. And just like that, we got the fender removed. Now I just got to figure out where to store it. And this tub is going to be, it's not worthless, but it's just not going to work for this truck. So I'll go ahead and get it out of the shop. I don't know. Should we start beef with another YouTuber just because? Could beef with someone. Maybe I could beef with Dalton from Pole Barn Garage because he hates lowered trucks with LS swaps. Maybe we could do that. Well, let me know if you guys think we should beef with someone. Maybe I'll beef with that freaking Shotgun Shane for trying to steal one of my shorts. Maybe we could beef with him. That's too easy, though. Check out how thick that shim is. It's alright, though. Let's just make sure we get it marked. Then we'll put it right back where it was. Show you right top and the bottom, because there's going to be some up here and then there's going to be some down here usually. Almost all the time. This helps you with even OBS trucks, square bodies, any truck. If it came from the factory or you found a shim there, more than likely you have to have the shim. Hopefully it's ready to come out. I got a wire hooked. And my stack of shims. It fell. Put that somewhere safe. Now I gotta make sure that this stack of shims goes back. Make sure I collect them all. Okay. Get them all, mark them, and bag them up. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. This is frick. Ugh. That bothers me. Ugh. Ugh. And store all these safely. You got two 19mm bolts here. One here, one here. They're long. Make sure you keep track of the way that the body mount was, the way it was oriented, because they are different. So make sure you remember how that goes. Either document it, mark it, whatever, and that's all it is. So there you go. So that is a wrap for day one. That's a wrap for day one. I'll go ahead and clean up some of this. Let me show you what we got. Got a wiring harness that's a giant disaster. That just, whoo. But I got tools everywhere. It's completely tore down. Next, we're going to get ready to pull the motor. That will be the next step, and that'll be either tomorrow night after work. We'll see. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and clean up tools, finish clean up this floor, dump this antifreeze in a jug to be recycled. And yeah, that's a wrap for today. Why is it always you go to undo a hose clamp, it's never oriented in the right direction? Like this one, like whoever did it, right to have the AC on. Now the other one I gotta go underneath to try to get it. They're never where you need them. Has anybody else ever noticed that? Why is that? I'm gonna yank this, it's gonna freaking piss. Come on! Come on! This might be funny. Oh! Kinda anticlimactic, but it peed on the floor again. I literally just got my floor kinda cleaned up and I just made a mess again. But we gotta go around and unhook everything because the motor's gotta come out. So I guess now we gotta undo the stupid ground. I don't know why it's stupid. It's not really stupid. So do I undo it from the motor side? I think so. What the frickin' size is that? Huh. That's terrible. No. I do not have... Where are my sockets? I seem to have misplaced my sockets. No, I got this stupid standard set right here. Standard. I'll use it, watch. It can't be that tight, can it? Oh yeah, it's not. Say, it's not like I'm gonna strip it. If Tillman was here, he's gonna say everything is freaking standard anyway on a square body, but this is on the motor, so that ain't true. Okay. This motor doesn't even leak oil. Jeez Louise. I don't think that's an official ground washer. It's just a freaking washer. They normally look like stars. Why is that? Oh, transmission lines. I gotta address this wiring mess on the other side next, I think, but I'm really dreading it because I literally unhooked it just the other day. And I feel like I'm already lost. It's a freaking disaster. I'd almost rather start a whole new LS swap in this than try to figure out what the hell is going on with that. That's how bad I think it is. Yeah. It's like a quilt. It's a patchwork of freaking wires. It's got butt connectors everywhere. I just really want to clean it up. It's disgusting. Drives me crazy. So, all right, let's go address that wiring now. All right, welcome to my nightmare. This almost gives me, I don't know what to say. Guess my mom said don't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Of course, the owner of the truck did not do all this. Some of this is previous. Somehow I gotta get it out. I gotta get it straightened up. It's freaking confusing. Like, I have no idea what the F is going on here. Okay. I just want to get it off the firewall. Gives me freaking anxiety just to look at this even. Ugh. What do you do? You stay over there. It just doesn't make sense. Like, what is that? What is that? What the frick is it? It goes nowhere. It's yellow. It's right here. Right here. This whole entire thing right here. I don't know what the frick that is. Why is it there? Why are you there? Oh boy. That's what I mean. I don't know how. I don't know where to start. I just want to cut it all out. It's freaking, what the frick? Okay. So I managed to get, why is this here? Somebody explain that. That bothers me. Can I cut it off? Oh, I better not. What the frickin' hell? Let's try to minimize some of this. I had a question. Do you guys use actual kitty litter? I mean, well, do you use oil dry or do you use kitty litter? I use oil dry. Oil dry is too expensive. kitty litter is cheap. But I also don't like laying in water or oil or antifreeze, transmission fluid. You get the picture. Kind of sucks. So, alright. Let's see if I can tame some of this. Like, I really don't know what I'm doing. Told you I'd almost rather start a new LS swap than deal with this freaking shit. I really don't know. I don't know. Will this truck ever? We just took a freaking perfectly running truck and tore it apart. And I'm like questioning everything. How did this truck run? How is it possible? What? I mean, shit. That's all I can say. I don't get it. Somebody help me. I don't know who did this. I don't know how many people did this. This is probably the work of more than one person. I would hope. There's no way somebody would do it this bad. We got a blue wire and a green wire. See, I don't know what this shit even is. This whole... Are they fuel pump relays? I don't remember my LS swap being this complicated. How is this complicated? Look, we have a fuse box here. We have a fuse box here. And 1, 2, 3 relays. Please help. Please send help. Please send help. I don't know. My life be kind of crazy sometimes. Why do I get myself into this crazy stuff? Okay. We just gotta work through it somehow. Right here, we got the wiring harness to the... This is to the front end. Can I just disconnect that from the firewall? I think I can. I'm going the other way. This is gonna stress me out and I'm gonna cut all of it. I'm telling you. This could drive anybody insane. You say, oh, I don't like wiring. This is why you people say this. I don't like wiring. This is like nightmares. I don't understand. Do I give in and ask for freaking help and ask Tilden if he understands any of this? What the frick? I don't freaking know. Do I just cut it and mark it? Mark it with a B for baby and me? But do we even like this? What the frick? I don't understand. Help me. Help me. Look, there's a fuse. What the frickin'? Somebody put that there. Is that 30 amp? I don't understand. This is like 2 wiring harnesses combined into one. Makes perfectly good sense to no one. Like this blue wire goes to, aha, it does go there. Dude, all these power wires are just insane. It's like we're freaking building a spaceship here, not a freaking square body. All this is down to these 2 blue wires. Oh, I don't understand. This is so bad. Somebody help me. I'm telling you, I don't know if this truck will ever run again. Oh, look, this one's free. Ooh, I got somewhere. There's one. Okay, what's this gonna give me? Powering the secondary fuse box. The secondary one. Not the first. That goes inside the cab. What the? I don't know. I don't understand. I'll bring you back in a minute here. I'm gonna have to frickin' figure this out. I'm gonna let you sit here and watch me fiddle with these wires for a freaking hour, but this is insane. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright, I got the cross member out, the exhaust done. Well, unhooked. I guess it's about time to pull it. Or test the strength of whatever's left at holding it in. Whichever comes first. Is that how that works? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up and get a chain hooked up, and I'll bring you back in a second when I get ready to pull it. All right, you got these dang motor mount bolts come out yet. My long extension comes in handy. Watch me not be able to get to it now that I was saying that. Oh yeah. Now if I can just get it to come out, then we'll start. There it goes. Oh, great. I dropped my socket. And the bolt. I'm gonna forget where I put these. Guys, remind me that I put them on the A-arm. Can you guys help me with that? Because I'm gonna forget. All right, now the moment of truth. Is it gonna move? Am I still connected somewhere? Dunno. I like barely freaking do anything and it makes like the worst noise ever. What the heck was that? I'm not really sure. Feels like I'm picking the whole truck up though. I'm like stuck over here. Oh. I don't know, I think I'm free. It moves. It wiggles. Feels like I'm lifting a tank though. Felt like I was picking the whole truck up. All right, I may need to lower. I have a jack holding up the transmission. Probably need to lower that. And right now, it's dumping transmission fluid. Like really bad. I don't like messes. And I just got one. I'm not sure. I hope I got everything unhooked. This is like the worst, because if you don't know, oh, I'm losing a lot of transmission fluid. Like it's just puking. I don't know if the motor is balanced how I even want it. Because it's got to be at an angle to get the transmission and everything out at once. So we have to be at the right angle. I don't know, I'm almost above the motor mount, so I don't know. I guess just go a little higher. See what happens. This thing is gonna puke all over my floor with everything. Oh, what was that? I probably just scared the crap out of my cat. Because right when it just snuck in, it just made that noise. Oh my gosh, it is puking transmission fluid. So bad. Oh, I lowered the jack. Make it do it more. I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably reposition this. I don't know. I moved forward, didn't I, just now? I think I'm almost free. But I think my oil pan's about to hit the cross member. Make sure my coil pack isn't hitting. Oh no, it don't look that bad. Oh, you know what I keep forgetting to do? I keep forgetting. Was it to unhook the starter? Is the starter just connected to the box here? I got questions. I don't know. We just continue to puke transmission fluid all over the floor. The Valdez. Just keep going. Now it's going to do antifreeze for real. Do I have the right angle? Do I need to go up more? I don't know. I feel like my angle ain't too bad. I don't see anything holding up this side. I mean, you literally have to look around. Make sure what's holding looks free to me. I think I'm free. It's swinging a little bit. I don't see anything connected. I say we jack it up some more. Unless you guys see something. I don't see anything. Guess I'll just do it some more. What's gonna happen? Can I start going this way yet? I'm about to hit the starter. Is about to be my new problem. It smells like old gas for some reason. Oh, what was that? Oh. It's always that one freaking coil in the back there. I thought about it and I was gonna take it off. Nah. I'll be alright, I don't need to take it off. I think I just need to go higher. Seems like everything's working. When you do this, you just gotta take your time. Oh, I hope that's hitting the pan. It is still. I'll move my pan so it gives me more room as I come out. I think we're almost there. I think we need to go up a little more. I'm almost past that starter. See, it's swinging now. Oh, this is not going to be fun to put back in. It'd be hard to put back in because it's going to be painted. Oh. But so far I didn't break a coil. That's huge. Man, you know how many coils I broke over the years? Whew. I will mess a coil up. I think we're free. I just got the headers holding me up. Yeah, basically I just need to go higher. But the headers are so tight, I might have to rock one side, get it out, and then do the other side. We'll see. Well, this went up. I think I came out. It's almost out. This side's there. Oh. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, don't swing too much. I always learn just take your time. I'm at a little bit too extreme of an angle, but it's not that bad. It'll work. We're almost out. Might have to move some stuff. It's gonna come back. Forget how long a motor and transmission is. It's starting to freaking bleed on the floor. Oh, it's swinging. It must be free. No, I think the transmission's still kind of hung up. Just barely. Oh, that's nice. I almost said a bad word. Oh, it's peeing, it's peeing, it's peeing, it's peeing, it's peeing, it's peeing, it's peeing all over my floor. I just literally cleaned this floor up too. I don't like making my floor a mess. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's terrible. And just like that, folks, it's been LS-swapped. Not really, it's going back. We just have to have the access to paint. All right, now that the motor's out, you can see where it caught on fire and burnt. Tilden already changed out the wiring harness because it was burnt. It was undrivable. But you can see how burnt the intakey is. So, and there's what the firewall looks like. It's not terrible, it's burnt there, but whoever did it before, looks like they did undercoating to hide the red because they didn't paint it all when this truck used to be red. So that was their cheap way of doing it, which just made a mess for me, but we're gonna get this all cleaned up and this thing's gonna look beautiful. All right, I'll bring you back in a minute. All right, guys, I started taking off some stuff. Like I took off the heater box, I guess you'd call it. And I got a lot of nasty crap to clean off. Started removing what wires aren't needed yet. Started stripped off the plastics under the cowl. And basically I'm just removing everything that's in the way, or we won't be able to paint it correctly. Like we'll have to remove this boot. We'll unhook it here, push it in. We'll fish it back out later. That way it's done correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up cleaning up this. All right, I got off about as much stuff as I can, wire harness, bolts, anything. We're down to almost prepping it now, so now I have to get off all this sticky crap. I don't know, it's a combination of like dum-dum and some silicone. Somebody siliconed it, so I gotta scrape all this off before we can start sanding it. So I'll get started and I'll start cleaning that up. Alright, I've been working on this for a while. I've been just scraping at all this buildup of this thick stuff, almost like a glue, and then it looks like somebody sprayed, I don't know what this is, but it's almost like rubber. I'm not gonna be able to sand it off, so I gotta scrape off as much as I can, because it ain't gonna sand, it'll just clog paper. So pretty much I'm just going around scraping anything that'll scrape off first. It's a very long process. So, yep, really fun. Nope. Alright guys, I'm back and I didn't want to bore you with the whole sanding process. So I've been sanding away with 80 grit, mostly stripping. The blue had to come off because I don't trust it. And we had a little bit of issues where we had to strip all that off because of the burnt. So I'm not necessarily going to take down the red because the truck is actually a red color, so that doesn't give me a problem. But the only problem is they went over some stuff I wouldn't agree with, so it would have caused issues. So I'll trust the factory is what I'm saying. I'm going to trust the factory paint. I'm not going to trust somebody else's paint job. So that's where I'm at with this. So I got there's holes. All these holes I'm going to go ahead and weld up. They'll go inside here, not inside the actual truck, so there's not as much to worry about. But I got the cab, the front windshield, the roof, and the side windows covered in welding blankets just in case stray sparks. You will burn your glass and your chrome, so be careful when you do this, people. So I'm going to go ahead and spot weld, or well, it's not spot weld, but I'm going to go ahead and plug weld these up, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. All right, frick, just dropped my phone. I don't care. It's not on. Dude, that air dryer always goes off at the wrong frickin' time. Looking for my side cutters. Where the frick are my side cutters? Found them. I don't like to start off with this dingle ball at the end. I like to start off fresh. I got the welder turned about medium. I'm gonna start there. We'll have to adjust from there. Let's see if I can find my first one. See if I can weld without a light. I think I need a light. I can't see poo-poo. The older I get, the worse that gets. The more I have to use a light. Whatever. Snip the booger off. I feel like is way too high. Or my wire speed's too high. Turn both down a little bit. It is welding like butt. I'm burning it. That was much better. Dude, that is way hot though. That is way hotter than I ever would want it. That is a big old booger. I did not want to do a big old booger, and I just did, and I got it hot. What not to do? That's what you not to do, is get it really hot. Man, I don't know. Should I turn it down more? I don't know. Let's try one more and see. I turned that freaking small hole into a biggie. No. See, we're good now. I did that one pretty easy. Let's try this bigger one. I felt like that went like butt, because I burned it again. There we go. Still got it hotter than I wanted. It's frustrating sometimes. That teeny one right there, I did it perfect. Get a little bit bigger one, I can't weld it. What the? Let's try another little one. Luckily this is a freaking firewall because that was way hotter than I wanted. I lost the ground. Okay, finally I did it. That is a big old glob. That's not what you want to do. Okay, now I'm getting it dialed in. That one's a little raised, but not bad. I think I can burn through that one. That's got a little paint on it. I don't know. Oh, I can. I don't know if that was a good idea or bad. I'm just going to put paint in the hole. I can weld those up with it. It's got a little contaminant. And it burns good when you got paint over the hole. That's crazy. Okay, so I got that one. I got these two big ones. And that one. But we're going to have to climb in here. And hopefully not get burnt. Man, that one's ugly. Let's stop doing ugly ones. Oh, no ground. No ground. There we go. I feel like the ones with contaminant with paint I can do better. Why is that? Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? A giant glob just freaking burnt right out. And it about fell on my leg. Gloves. There's like a little hole in the middle and I shot the wire right through it and it missed. Went whoosh. How? All right. One more. One more and we're done. I think that's it. No, it's got a hole at the top and the bottom. It's gonna be a glob. I heard it. It went through. Did you hear the hole burn through? Ugh, this is ugly, but hey, they work. Thank goodness it's a firewall. I'm a painter. Clearly, I'm a painter. Clearly. That was helpful. You think I can hit it? Hit it like this? I just try to pull down a hood that it doesn't exist. Ready? 1, 2, 3, close your eyes. I shut it off. I was like ready. I was ready and nothing happened. Don't do this. That was terrible. One more. That was good. I weld better blind. Oh, I weld better blind. Why? Safety first. Don't ever do that. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's better. If you ever burn your eyes, you'll know never to do that. Smoking from the back. Yeah, grinding sucks. I feel like I effed that all up. That feels warped. It is. I messed that up a little, okay, gang? Oh, guess what? We got another one of those holes. Has the welder still on? Nope. On, we got gas. Don't ever do this. Hold it right on your hole. Close your eyes. Oh, and you made the hole bigger. Don't do that. Well, we gotta get a helmet now. It was so little too. That costs me now. Ha! Look at that, I burned a hole right next to it. Oh, that was close. I weld better without looking. Is that a bad thing? To weld better without looking? Yay, there we go. All those holes are filled. Alright, what's up guys? This is the mud we're using. It's Impact Bold Gold. It's actually made by Evercoat, apparently, because the sticker, check this out. Sticker on the lid says Evercoat. I don't know, I like it. It's a little bit cheaper than I think it would be Rage, is what it's trying to be. I'm like trying to balance this. It's the last of this mud, so it's a little bit on the thicker side. Which I'm not really a fan of. I'm probably gonna get chunks, I'm sure. Luckily, this is just a Firewall. Oh, come on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. And apparently my can just exited the chat. That's what I get for trying to balance it. I'll just scoop it. Okay. We got that. Since it's a little thicker. Why is it thicker? Oh, because it's the last of it. That's right. I'm just going to use a little resin. You guys can buy honey. Maybe. There it is. They make, Evercoat I think makes some. It's called honey. It's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. That is going to go back. That is in the wrong can. Okay. So we got that. Now I'm still missing a marker. Make sure you squeeze it, collapse it a little bit. Get the air out. Make sure you meet it good. Because I hate when the liquid comes out, which I think it's like peroxide. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's peroxide. That's why some people are claiming you can't put putty. I don't want a whole lot because I don't want it to dry real fast. We got a lot, but you want enough to make it kick off. I shouldn't have put up that resin because I may need some more. Nah, it's about normal consistency now instead of a little bit thicker. So make sure you get all of it consistently the same color. See how it's still not. Make sure you scrape it off the bottom, flip it over. Make sure you get it all consistent. Alright, that's my biggest spot, I already know. That's a big old hole. We're gonna just fake it out. I'm going to start in that hole, pull it this way. Just like that. Start in the hole, pull it this way. Don't worry about that hole needs to be there. I like to try to put it on smooth. There's guys on the internet that do this and they freaking just glob it on. I'm not that person. I like it to be a little smooth. I don't like sanding. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. So I wanted to do, oh, I almost lost a glob there. Most of this now is gonna get sanded off. I wanted to do down in there, but I think I'm gonna have to break it up. In 2 sessions. Like I'll do this in a minute. I have a feeling that that is a giant hole. And we're gonna have to mud that again. Okay, are you guys stick it on, let it dry, and then snap it off, or do you wipe it off with thinner and whatnot? I kind of like to wipe it off. Ooh, ew, I made that ugly. Shouldn't have done that. You always do that little extra. It just sucks because you do that little extra. I'll just make it a little bit smoother. You run it, or you not run it, but it's not as smooth. I was referring to paint because you always like, oh, I got a little bit of dirt. I'll just give it an extra coat of clear. That's what'll get you. And that's when you run it. So that's where I was going with that in my head. But yeah, I like to clean mine off with thinner. Now if I had a bunch of mud left, sometimes I'll leave it and snap it off. Sometimes it messes up your spreader and gives it like a weird curve. Alright, let's let that dry and I'll bring you back and we'll start sanding this first coat. Or maybe I'll... Nah. I'm not sure yet. I think I'll go ahead and mix some more. I'll just get it all done at once. Being we did it in sections, I don't even have to wait for that to dry. Because hopefully I won't mess it up. Ew. I say that about making a mess, and I'm over here balancing stuff. That's crazy. Crazy. Back to my resin, with apparently a little bit of light dust, body dust fell off that. Oh. Oh. When you lost your partner already? Just had it and just lost it. I found one, and I don't know if it's the same one, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure this one's mixed up. Okay, that's high enough. Same process as before, but I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. This is so fun. It's like time to make the donuts. Does anybody remember those commercials? What was it? Oh, it's Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts. See, there's a bunch of holes. Well, they're not holes, they're indentions where probably the factory was like, we'll just put something there. They're probably supposed to put something there, and they didn't. So this is where the tape's going to come in handy. Is in this spot. In this exact scenario. Ugh, that is a horrible spot to spread. Yes, I just did that. I'm going to sand 90% of that back off. We had it, we were just going to use it. Shut up now. I'm going to try to make this smooth. I don't like spreading mud. Ugly. Ugh. It's not really a good way to do it without being ugly. It's kind of weird. That's bothering me. Oh, that's a little better. There's a point when it starts kicking, you can't smooth it no more, you just make it worse. We're almost to that point. Pushing it. Pushing it. I'm gonna say that's good. Oh, I almost leaned into it. And then almost fell. Alright guys. We'll let that dry. Alright guys, we're back. Before, I let it dry for a little while, but I don't want it to get too hard. I want to start shaping it. I'm going to use 80 grit and a DA. We're going to go ahead and start shaping it now. Because if you let it get too hard, it gets harder to start to shape it. So let's get started with that. Remember also, you want to keep your DA flat. Don't use the edges. It doesn't sand better like it does, but it doesn't. It digs. Keep it flat as you possibly can. Sometimes you gotta tip it on edge to follow a contour or whatever. That's okay. But try to keep as flat as you can. It's the same as polishing. You keep the pad as flat as you can. It's low right here still. I could feel it, but I sucked it in when I welded it. All right, what's up guys? So I got it all masked up ready for a coat of primer, but first, since I don't have any DTM primer, I have to put a light coat of etch over all the bare metal, and then I'll be able to give some 2K, I'll give it probably 2 to 3 coats of 2K primer, so let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go. Four coats of primer on it now. So now I'll let that cure up and then we'll sand it and then it'll be ready for paint. But first I think I'm going to spray this black. And that whole thing is kind of a mess. So I did not bring home my soda blaster. So I'll have to bring that home to finish up on that because I can't scuff down in everywhere I want to. So I'm going to have to use my soda blaster. So I don't have that today. So that'll be coming up. So stick with me and we'll wrap up this awesome project.